Welcome back, you guys, to another Madden 23 Lions franchise, and we are playing against the Philadelphia Eagles, 10-7, in the NFC Conference Championship game. Looking at the Eagles' stats real quick, obviously, number one thing that's going to jump out is they have Josh Allen. He has 37 TDs and 16 picks on the season. A lot of interceptions for him, but over almost 5,000 passing yards. James Robinson is their number one runner. They also have Kenyon Drake and Khalil Herbert as well. Receiving-wise, they have three 1,000-yard receivers with Chris Godwin, Devin Duvernay, and Zay Jones. Godwin having 17 receiving touchdowns. CJ Uzoma almost up to 700 receiving yards and 8 TDs. And then they got some of their running backs involved a little bit and not a lot of backup wide receivers. Defensively leading the way. Now, so they have some crazy stats on defense. So they have a lot of really good defensive players. Greg Rousseau with 13 sacks, Jeffrey Simmons with 12.5, and Osa Odigizua out of UCLA. I probably said that wrong. 10 sacks. Logan Wilson also with 5 sacks. David Mitchell, their rookie middle linebacker, who's probably going to end up winning Defensive Rookie of the Year, has superstar dev, almost up to an 80 overall. Very good stats here. 94 hit power is insane. Looks like a Bobby Wagner archetype kind of player here. And so they have a really good set of defensive players with Denzel Ward also on the team, Jonathan Abram and Javon Holland and AJ Bouye. So we got to work at kind of cut out for us offensively, trying to beat this team because, again, they're just a very good team all around. In base 3-4 from the 25. They're in the gun with James Robinson here. Watching underneath. Running over the top. Getting the big hit is Christian Harris. And Creed Humphrey coming down with an injury on the first play of the game. Cade Otton with a nice catch. In the gun again. We'll play action. A good block on Max Crosby. And a short completion. To be 2nd and 10 now after the gain of 0. Dropping back into cover 3. Trying to watch stuff over the top. A good ball by Josh Allen, but incomplete. His receiver was out of bounds on the play. Now 3rd and 10, an empty shotgun. And you have to wonder if he's going to scramble here potentially. But right now he's set in the pocket. We're watching over the top. Another incompletion in Jake Zimmer's 2nd career playoff game. Got a receiver wide. Juwan Johnson out on the right side, breaks one tackle off and might be gone for the touchdown. Javon Holland finally gets him down at the 5. A huge completion to Juwan Johnson. And a great run after catch on that play. Just throws Denzel Ward off of him. You got Ramondre in here in I form. I don't love it, but we'll see. The blocking holds up. We get down to the 2. We got everybody up on the line. It's a 2-on-1 situation out left. We're going to send Juszczyk over there. We do a little toss play up to the left side. We get the edge. Good blocks are there. And we get the touchdown with Lionel Hebert. In base coverage again. They're in single back. And they had a number of receivers open on their last possession. But Josh Allen was not throwing the most accurate balls. James Robinson on the run. Isaiah Simmons with the hit. It's a fumble. They pick it back up, though, at the 43. They were very fortunate that the ball bounced their way as James Robinson fumbled the ball with the hit from Isaiah Simmons. Dropping underneath, play some coverage. Good ball to Chris Godwin. Godwin going down at the 32. 1st and 10, we're in a man coverage here. Josh Allen on the keeper. Max Crosby with the hit. He holds on to the ball after the loss of 2. 2nd and 12 now. Another empty shotgun for Josh Allen. He could always try to be escaping here. We're playing underneath. Up top, Tariq with the interception in the back of the end zone. And Tariq is just an animal at times on jump balls. 1st and 10. Jake Zimmer now in X Factor. We're going to continue to use Hebert, though, in his power option game. Oh, but immediately going down, losing 4 yards on the run. Jeffrey Simmons just blew that play up, and we've lost X Factor as well, which is a bummer. We'll play action here out of pistol. And we got Posey open, and he holds on to it for the 1st down. Logan Wilson there for the tackle. Another little fake jet sweep run by Hebert here. Oh, actually, it's a real jet sweep. Huh, that was a little confusing. 2nd and 8. On 2nd and 8, running a little 4 verts. See if we can get our defenders to run by them. Got Cordero underneath. Posey was wide open for a second there. Gonna toss it up. And Hebert's there for the catch, but he can't locate the ball. It's gonna be 3rd and 8. And on 3rd and 8, let me go into single back here. Bringing one of their safeties down. Looks like it might be cover 3. And I think it is, but we don't have time. We immediately get sacked by Greg Rousseau. And we're going to have to punt this one away. 1st and 10 from the 37. They're in the gun with Bodden as their backup running back. James Robinson not in on the play. Watching Godwin underneath. And a good deflection by Christian Harris. Christian Harris playing excellent coverage there on Godwin in zone. Still in cover 1 here. Watching the slants over the top. Josh Allen trying to escape out. Brandon Williams misses. But an interception again, this time by Surtain. And Surtain's down at the 50. A bad ball from Josh Allen. Facing pressure and throwing it anyways. Another little jet sweep here. Gets it off to Antoine Andrews, who loses yards. Out of single back again. Antoine Andrews on the short curl, following our block from Lionel Hebert. Almost picking up the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1. And on 3rd and 1, I'm going to do a little play action fake jet sweep here. And Jamison could be wide open, and he is. But he couldn't hold on to the ball. Javon Holland comes over and knocks it free. From the 41, we could go for it. We're going to go ahead and take this field goal to take a 10-0 lead. Cade York is good for anything, even past the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 24. In single back again. Surtain still an X factor after that interception. James Robinson on the run. James Robinson breaks a tackle. Ryan Neal finally comes and gets the hit at the 34. 1st and 10 now. James Robinson out with Bodden in relief. Bodden on the carry. Some good blocks set up. Isaiah Simmons with the hit down to the 42. 1st and 10. Bodden in the backfield. They got a short out. Tariq missing the tackle, but a fumble, and Tariq picks it up after the fumble, I think, was forced by Isaiah Simmons. And this will be the last play of the first quarter. 3 turnovers by the Eagles already. Trying to follow our blocks. Hebert gets almost no yards, but this might be a face mask penalty. Oh, it's holding on the offense. 1st and 19 from the 18-yard line. I'm going to do a QB power out of the gun. Get some good blocks from Cordarrelle. And Jake Zimmer's going to go down at the 24. Going to run an actual jet sweep, this time with Cordarrelle in the wide receiver spot. Not getting great blocks, going down at the 23. 3rd and 14 now. Try to utilize Quentin Posey a little bit here, and he's open over the middle, and he hangs on to it, but it's going to be short of the first. 1st and 10 now. We're in big nickel. We got Christian Harris and Baron Browning over the middle. Bodden in the backfield. They're going to have to do something before the half here. Oh, Bodden with a nice run. Isaiah Simmons with the tackle, eventually taking him down at the 40. 1st and 10 now from the 40. We're in cover 2. It's another run by Bodden, and Bodden is taken down at the 42. Only a gain of 1 on the play. They have had a lot of success running the football so far. Almost no success throwing it. We've been completely lurking every single pass they've been trying to make. They make the throw, though, finally. Devin Duvernay with a nice catch, picking up that first down. It's now 1st and 10 from the 49. And at midfield, they got Bodden in the backfield. It looks like it's another run play here, and Bodden's going to lose yards, and he actually fights to gain almost a yard. Bodden averaging almost 10 yards per carry, mostly off of 2 big runs. Now 2nd and 10, we're in cover 1, and it looks like it's going to be a play action. Dropping back. Ryan Neal missing the tackle underneath. 3rd and 2 now. Josh Allen only 5 for 11 with 2 interceptions. We're in base cover 3. Bodden on the run. Gets some good yards. Picks up the first and some more. And Trey Hendrickson has an injury. He's holding his abdominal area. And that could, if that's another abdominal tear, I don't know what to do with this, training staff, because everybody just is tearing their abs. It's a bruised sternum. Okay, well, it's not the same thing at least. 2nd and 9. After that run, Bodden's still in. James Robinson hasn't been seen for some time. Might be injured. On the short curl, Bodden with the catch. Josh Allen not doing much, but the running game has been quite successful. I wonder if they're going to start using him in the read option at all. We're going to go ahead and look out for that. Watching underneath, we're all over Godwin, who's just sitting here as a safety valve, and they just throw it away. And they're not going to go for it. They're going to go ahead and kick this field goal. Now they're down 10-3. And with the game being 10-3, you got a short out to Cordarrelle on the bench, and he picks up 5 yards despite having pressure all over him. 2nd and 5, we're going to run with Hebert. They got everybody down on the line. Trying to follow our blocks, picking up a couple yards. On 3rd and 4, they got a lot of DBs on the right side. I was going to run it with Jamison here out of the backfield, but instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to send Antoine Andrews on a go and see if we can get Jamison open. And Jamison catches it despite the pass being behind him and around his ankles. David Mitchell on the coverage. An amazing pass there from Jake Zimmer. I don't know how he got that off. Now this might be open for Jamison on the run here. Calvin Austin's out there to block, though, so I'm not sure the blocks are going to be great. Let me pick up 0 yards there. Little read option with Jamison here. And they're sitting on it, and we get nothing out of that play. 3rd and 11 now. We've lost X Factor. Cordarrelle in the slot. Could be open, and it is. Cordarrelle on the catch, getting down to the 29. Posey's open over the middle. He holds on to it, splits the defense for the touchdown, and that gives us a 17-3 lead before half. And we do start with ball to start the 3rd quarter. 17-3. If we can get another scoring drive together, this game may be over. Hebert underneath, wide open, and there's a flag on the play. That may be roughing the passer. And it is. And so that's going to give us even more yards, up to the 45 now. And despite this defense having a number of elite players on it, we have not had trouble with, continuing to get yards and not turning the ball over really at all. I will say the run game has been a little bit more difficult to get going, but Jake Zimmer is dotting up this defense. Jamison wide open here and gets his feet in bounds down at the 31. Juwan Johnson may be wide open on this play action. And he's not, but we do have the scramble, getting to the edge, and almost picked up the first, down at the 23. Now on 2nd and 2 from the 23, going to run a halfback stretch. Hebert getting to the edge and picks up the first down, but not much more. Corey Lindsley coming down with an injury, though, and that's a big loss. Underneath, we got Quentin Posey getting it to him quickly and not able to do much after the catch. Kind of got turned around there, picking up 2 yards. 2nd and 8 from the 17. Getting out to Posey again underneath. Posey going down at the 14. 3rd and 4 now. Got Ramondre underneath. We do have the scramble too. We're going to take this and we're going to slide right down at the 2. We got a little off balance here, so we're going to go ahead and run a read option here. They're going to bite on it, and Jake Zimmer might be wide open to get into the end zone. He gets tackled by Javon Holland at the 2. That was close. And we lose X Factor because of that play. Jamison might have a one-on-one. Doesn't look like he will, but Calvin Austin might be open. He's not. We got time, and we got a lot of time just running it into the end zone for the touchdown. Now in the gun, James Robinson finally back in the game. They're in a halfback screen, and it's going to be incomplete off of the O-lineman. Another incomplete pass, now 3rd and 10. This Eagles offense has struggled to get it going. In the passing game especially, the run has been pretty solid. Watching over the top, and it gets intercepted by Christian Harris. Philadelphia now with 4 turnovers. That's going to be hard to win a game with a -4 turnover differential. And we run it down to the 30. On the RPO, Quentin Posey on the catch. Can he break one off? And he gets knocked down to the 22 after the catch. Trying to get rid of it, but we get sacked instead. Now it's 2nd and 22. 2nd and 22. They're probably not expecting a run. We're going to run it outright with Hebert. Hebert with a nice carry, picking up 4 yards. sitting in the pocket, and we're trying to escape out, but we take the sack by Odigzua. Let me go ahead and just take this field goal here. It doesn't hurt. Take a 24-point lead. And because DeMarcus Lawrence is out, Jason Pierre-Paul is now in at DN. Getting the big hit is Christian Harris. Again, they've had a lot of success running the ball and almost none passing it. Josh Allen has struggled to get anything going. He's, throwing less than 50% completion percentage and has 2 interceptions. Again, I don't know what more to make this, a competitive game that I can do. 3 interceptions, actually. I've boosted his passing up a little bit, and I don't know what more to do to make him, play well in this game. I don't know what I can do. He's 8 for 19, and I'm just playing like base coverage, and he's just not able to make passes. I think it's mostly because we have, all the momentum in this game. Tariq bringing pressure, but Baron Browning with the sack. It's going to be 2nd and 17 now. And on 2nd and 17, they're in the gun with Bodden in the backfield again. They've had a lot of success when he's subbed in. And it's a halfback screen, and we're all over it, and this is going nowhere. 3rd and 20 from the 33. They got to get something here to make this a game. Watching the curls. Throwing it up to Chris Godwin, and it's another fumble. My God. Isaiah Simmons on the return. And he does a little bunny sort of jump. James Daniels gets injured on the play. And this one's over, man. 5 turnovers to none. And again, there's nothing more I could have done to make this competitive. The Eagles just don't have it. And they have a good defense. Because the NFC Championship game should not be 27-3. Quentin Posey holds on to it. Down to 24. No play action here. Posey again goes up and grabs it over 3 defenders. Again, I just don't know. How is he making these catches on All Madden Sim? I don't know. Oh, it's a fumble. This might not stand, but Leno on the recovery goes down around the 24. And that does stand as a fumble, actually. So it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Posey not in on the play. Yeah, Mercedes Lewis streaking downfield, wide open, getting into the end zone. Oh, no, he's down to 1. 3rd and goal. Little fake play action here. Throwing it underneath, and Juszczyk is open for the touchdown. We got 3 receivers out left. Halfback screen. And Brandon Williams is all over. There's a flag on the play. Holding on the offense. Wow, that's brutal. 1st and 20 from the 15. Still with Bodden in the backfield, in the gun now. We're in base coverage. Dropping down on single back. You see the curls as well. And Godwin not able to catch it inbounds. 2nd and 20 now. Another halfback screen, another incompletion. And the halfback screen should be working. I just don't know what's going on with their screens where every single one's an incompletion. Max Crosby off the edge. Another incompletion, an inaccurate ball from Josh Allen. And they're going to punt it away. And yeah, this game is over. We're going to go ahead and sim to the end of the game. Or by sim, I mean we're going to go ahead and advance to the end of the game. Cordarrelle on the punt return. Looking at the stats after the game, Jake Zimmer with 2 TDs, no picks, almost a perfect passer rating. Josh Allen, on the other hand, with a 14 passer rating. Again, I don't know what to do to make this game more competitive, but we're going to have to adjust something. 0 TDs and 3 interceptions, and I played a lot of base coverage. A lot of base cover 3 or just regular man coverage. Didn't bring a whole lot of blitzes, 41% completion percentage, and Josh Allen just completely got shut out. Rushing the football, Lionel Hebert averaging 3.5 yards per carry, 1 touchdown. Jake Zimmer with 1 touchdown as well. Didn't have that much success running the ball in this game, but it didn't really matter. They had a pretty good game running the ball with Bodden and with Nick Bodden and then James Robinson. Posey, 8 catches for 94 yards and a touchdown. Cordarrelle with a couple grabs. Jamison with 2 catches for 40 yards. And a couple other players pitching in as well, but nothing really consistent. A bunch of single catches defensively, and this is the big difference here. Leading the way in sacks is Baron Browning with 1. Tariq Woolen with an interception, Patrick Surtain and Christian Harris each with one as well. Forced fumbles, Isaiah Simmons with 2 forced fumbles, Christian Harris with 1 again, and then no defensive touchdowns. All right, guys. Again, thank you so much for watching. It wasn't really a close game against the Eagles, even though it probably should have been. But, yeah, thank you so much for watching. We're going to continue to adjust sliders to make the game as competitive as possible. Because right now, yeah, that game was a blowout. But we're going to move into the Super Bowl, which I'm excited about. And we don't know who we're going to be playing. It's between the Steelers and the Texans. And if we play the Texans, that would be a crazy game, playing against Cade Cody, who we, again, said was not very good out of Arizona State, the 5'11" quarterback. But if they make it to the Super Bowl, that would be insane. But thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.